I am so excited to announce that we are going to have an LMTV Roundup right here on my property. You guys stay tuned. Here's the details. Yes, indeed, we are going to have at least, well, I've got about 3 acres back here. The neighbor over here has about 3 acres. Neighbor over here has about 3 acres. So we're gonna have somewhere around 10 acres of space that we can put military vehicles in. And yes, I am inviting everybody. So if you don't have an LMTV, that's fine. We are gonna be featuring the LMTV. But if you've got a 5-ton, or if you got a, I don't know, Humvee or something else, go ahead and bring it. Come one, come all. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna keep the cost down to as low as we can. This is just going to be a break-even event. It isn't gonna be this high dollar, 1,500 different vendors. It isn't gonna be anything like that. I mean, we'd have to go to the fairgrounds anyway if we did. And maybe someday it'll get that way, but not this time. This is just going to be about community and getting people together, meeting up, trading stories, maybe getting lines on parts and pieces that we need, and talking to your favorite YouTube guys like Broke Overland, Fastidious Restomods, and I do know of some other folks. I know Lou said that he's planning on coming. Try to see if we can't get Trey German to come out here, we don't know, and several other folks. So it's going to be a really good time where just folks, LMTV folks and military vehicle folks can just get together, have a good time, shoot the breeze, tell stories and lies. There's gonna be tons of people to come though, and it's gonna be an overnighter. We are gonna have most of this area, and although it may look a little bit rough right now, there's a guy that comes out here and hays this field, obviously around in July. But if he doesn't come this year, Bob, Silent Bob, says that he will come out here with a brush hog, and we're gonna make a big, huge area here, kind of cut all this brush down, this, not brush, but tall grass, and we're gonna have a great time. I'm gonna put up some kind of a pioneering structure that we can use for shade. I'll give you a diagram for that in this video coming up. It'll include some teepees and some other fun stuff. All right, guys, so here is my crude drawing of the property. This dashed line is my property, and then it goes over to the neighbors, and then across over here to the neighbors as well. But we'll go right next to the barn, and I have some big water tanks here. This will all be marked and mowed, and this will be a one-way traffic, and a one-way coming this way, one-way out. This will be the tent overflow area. But all of the military vehicles that are not LMTVs will be parked nose in, facing the road here, combat parking. And if you have another vehicle, civilian vehicle, whatever, that somebody else came in, you can park back behind in this area. All of the LMTVs, we're going to have a big, huge circle here, and I'd like you to park nose in towards the center. This is the LMTV parking circle. Clear to the end of the field, we have the porta potties. There is a pond over here just for reference. And we also have overflow parking for all other military vehicles and or civilian vehicles if you didn't bring one. This area in the center here, there will be no driving, especially after dark, because this is going to be the main tent camping area with the overflow tent camping area down here. And in the center of this circle, there's going to be a shade structure. I will build that, and that'll be a pioneering project for me. We'll also have TP Area 1 and TP Area 2 set up, as well as the mobile kitchen trailer in this area. And this will be the main gathering area for all of the festivities that we have, the agenda that we're planning. So that just gives you a general layout of what to expect when we come in to the event. Primarily, this is just going to be a social event. Obviously, there will be a bunch of YouTube guys on there that you're going to know very well. and you'll be able to ask them questions and, dare I say, tell us all the things that we did wrong in our videos. At least probably me. And there'll also be some vendors here, although this is not a vendor sponsored event by any sort of means. But if you need a part for something, there'll be people here that you can ask where to find that kind of stuff, resources for you. We're not going to offer any classes or anything like those very high dollar events that probably some of you guys have used to going to. There's going to be an agenda, and we're only going to charge a minimum amount. Okay, so we're talking probably under 20 bucks, and we will provide dinner on Saturday night and breakfast on Sunday morning. Okay, so it'll be a very fun time, just a weekend to relax, very low stress. As you can see, there's going to be a ton of room to fly drones. I'm going to have my drone out and flying around. I'm thinking probably Sean Filner has his out as well, just because we like to do that kind of thing. Another word from some of the YouTube creators, and if you are a vendor and you plan on coming, be sure to bring some swag for some folks. It's just some freebies just to give away. This is not a thing that's supposed to cost everybody, you know, 50, 100, 150, 250 bucks. This is something to come on out, have a great time together. Yeah, if you want to promote your stuff with some freebies, go ahead. This is going to be an event where we can primarily network with one another and pull our heads together and try to think of what do we want to see if this thing was to blossom into the future. How would we want to see that blossom? What do we want to see in this type of event if we choose to do it a second year? This could be 2020, the first annual meeting of the Great Western Roundup. We'll see. I want your opinion, and I want you guys to comment. And when we come here, we're going to talk about that specifically, about what we can do next year. What do people want to see? We try to make that happen for you. All right, so here is the killjoy part. We're gonna have to have, so that I'm protected, we're gonna have to have a liability waiver that you're gonna have to sign when you come in. And I'm just gonna have to say that because we're all very concerned that no alcohol, no firearms. Unless you have a concealed carry permit, no firearms. If you have any kind of issue that prevents you from obeying the rules, such as you just love to party and you're gonna drink and get drunk and all that kind of stuff, I'm just gonna ask you right now, don't come. I mean, I may be smiling right now, but I'm telling you right now, don't come if you're planning to come out here and get drunk and get wild and crazy. That is not what this is about. And if you've watched my videos, you know that I am the head of a Christian family, and we need to be at least civil out here while we're on this property. I don't want to have any kind of problems. Besides, I know the number to 911. I was a previous 911 manager, and I know the sheriff very well and all of his chiefs very well. And the sheriff might even come out here for a visit, because I'm going to invite him to come on out. So if you're planning something kind of crazy, don't bother coming. That's my only request, and it is non-negotiable. Okay, the killjoy part is over. Now let's see some aerials of what you're going to be camping in. And at the very end of this, let's just say it's some of my special recipe of entertainment. Stay tuned till the end.